The kicker, Chad Ryland, ready to get things started. And off we go from South Florida. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Go ahead.
Once again, it's Achane. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Second down and 8.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Tua going to give it to Achane. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Go ahead.
Here's Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
44. Ready.
A run up the middle with Achane. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
All right, come on. Out.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 1st and 10.
Easy. Don't jump. Ready? Go.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Another run here with Hall. He'll have a Jets first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson.
Here we go, son. All right.
2nd down, it's Fields. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll get this complete to Gibson. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Here we go, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. This one caught by Lazard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or...
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run, it's Hall. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Yeah, ready.
On the the ground to start the drive. It's Achan. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7.
Ready.
They'll run with Achan. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Quincy Williams in there for the stop.
Solo left Zion.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Jets have the advantage. And we're back to South Florida after this. Here comes 3rd and 6.
They're right here.
Out of the gun, Tungo Vailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go Alpha right here.
They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
11. Here we go, son.
Fields now on 2nd down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Medic. Don't jump. Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready.
Hill brought in motion.
Ready.
2 and out on 1st down. Looking underneath for Achan. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achan. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the carry, here's A-Chain. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And the Jets will take over at their own 15.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Here we go. Good. Right.
It's first down, and it's Paul. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Evans. He'll have a Jets first down as he gets this up to the 28-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
A first down throw for Fields. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. On first down, Tungo Vailoa. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throw away. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Tua gonna throw. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Miami after this. 3rd down and 9.
Ready. Out.
On the ground is A-Chain.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Hey.
They snap it to Tua. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
go. All right.
To throw is Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
You got a mini base. Why not? Here we go. All right.
Fields. That one caught by Wilson. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
10. Here we go. All right.
Now Fields. That caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go, son.
They go play action with Fields. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Extend. What's right? All right.
To throw is Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Good. All right.
On first and 10, Fields. Open man, that's Gibson. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here we go. All right.
Fields now to throw on first down. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down, it's Fields. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Short kick taken at the 17. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
Fields to throw. This one caught by Lazard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Second down and 3.
Here we go, son.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. Breece Hall. And he's going to take this all the way home. Breece Hall. Touchdown, New York. That his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season.
Makes the score Jets 14, Dolphins nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
30-yard line.
Hill brought in motion. On first down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull the...
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now a second down throw for Fields. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal. Ryland's kick is good. And the Jets stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal, for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. Hurt.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard.
First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. And he's near the 1st down, stopped a little short of the 40. Third and a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
This throw right side is caught by Hill.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Let's go now.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, They're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all...
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins are back in this one. It's 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Finds room inside the 40. And he's into the end zone yet again. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go, set.
In motion, it's Waddle. Now Wilson on 1st down. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. This guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
24, Dolphins 7.
To throw again is Wilson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Wilson will throw again. To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Oh, the defense snuffed that one out. He'll lose yardage, mark him back at the 3.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Don't jump. Ready? Set.
Fields now on 2nd down. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line.
First rule of backed up offense. Get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ken. Here we go. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play for the Jets. 32 yards.
Monday. Here we go.
First down. Fields. That is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Chip slant. Here we go.
Give up the middle with Hall. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Alpha. Here we go, son.
Again, here's Hall. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll get about 5. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. All right.
Throwing is Fields. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone.
Over the top, he's got it. Xavier Gibson, touchdown, New York. Extra point now by Ryland. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So after the penalty, this slightly easier from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. Going right sideline and complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Go. Check go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now Wilson. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Third and long. Wilson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup. And right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Here we go. One final play. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.